Hi, I'm Retro Rewind and you are watching 8-Bit Boy UK.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. How are we all doing? So yeah, going to be my August pickups. Also going to talk a little bit about what I've been watching, what I've been doing, what I've been playing, etc. August has been a crazy month. It's been a really long month. It started off early doors with meeting up with all of the Master System crew from the forums. We met in a little place called Lee near Wigan at the Computer Science Museum and had a day of it just playing Master System games and talking, you know, all things Master System for the day. It was absolutely brilliant and the day absolutely flew. I did do a little video of it, so if you want to go and check that out, I'm sure you probably have already. But yeah, just absolutely flew. And off the back of that, a couple of bits did get handed out. So I'll cover those just ever so quick. So I got the Extreme Volleyball Infernal League. I've still got it in the bubble wrap here. Again, I did do a video of it. If you want to go and check that out 2 or 3 weeks ago, just to unbox it and show you guys what was inside. Still not managed to play it, this version yet. It does have a slightly different version of the ROM on the cartridge that has some extra game mode on it, like Time Attack or Boss Rush. I can't remember, something like that. But yeah, so I do need to make time to play the new version. And then also, Kev had got these for us from Brazil. So I think they're like little Alex Kidd lunch boxes. And I don't remember doing, but I'm glad that I ordered 2 off of him. So yeah, I've got 2 of these bad boys. I'll probably open one and keep the other for best. Although it's been a little while since anybody made me lunch. I've got a few other bits, and if I just mention it now, other than those Master System bits, what I'll do, I'll go through the modern stuff first, and then if you want to fast forward and see all of the Master System stuff, feel free. You know, I don't take it personally, so go and have a look later on at the Master System stuff if you prefer. But I did do some 1 or 2 charity bits. Actually, so the wife actually went into a charity shop and picked up this Skylanders bag. The price is still on it actually, so it was £1.50, and it's still got the tags on it there. And she knows that I was after some Skylanders, not for me, but more for my lad really. I mean, look, he's like he's 16 this year, but when he was, you know, a wee nipper, he did play Skylanders, and as part of picking up the Wii U games as I want to come across them, I thought I would try and get some of his old Skylanders back. So I did get 2 or 3 a few months ago, and I just let him have him in he's got them in his room with his stuff. But yeah, this is pretty cool. It's just a little thing to put your Skylanders in. So she got it for me, knowing that I've been keeping my eyes peeled for Skylanders. I still only have about 2 or 3 that I picked up for him, but yeah, at least I've got somewhere to put them now. So for £1.50, that's pretty cool. And then I think the only other charity shop thing that she picked up was this really cool Guitar Hero On Tour for the DS. I think she paid a few quid for this. I think it was maybe like 6 or 8 quid or something. Oh, it says eight pounds there, in fact, so that's probably what she paid. And it's got a bit of a tear there. So, but other than that, like inside, it's all sort of brand new, and it's got the thing there that you attach to your DS. And it's also got the game. In fact, it's even got, if I move the game, it's even got all of the, you know, paperwork and stuff in there. But it's even got the receipt from HMV, which was Nintendo Guitar HC, £10, and that was in 2011. Gosh, so yeah, that's already 12 years old. Blimey. So so yeah, quite pleased to have that one. I think I'd seen, might have been Retro Ed, do a little video on, I'm sure it was this, that he had it as well. And I said at the time oh, that'd be really cool to pick one of those up, and I just never did. And then yeah, she spotted one like completely in box in a charity shop and got it for me, so dead chuffed. So yeah, the wife's done good there, picking those two things up for me. And then I've kind of given up on charity shops. You know, I've said it before, I'll say it again, you don't find bugger all now, and God forbid you find something that's decent, they want you to remortgage your house to buy it, you know. I nipped out to do some shopping, and I can't remember why, I went to a different shop than I usually go to. So there were about 3 charity shops right next to it. So I thought, do you know what, I'm here, I'll nip in. And I managed to pick up one 3DS game, which is Mario Kart 7. It wasn't priced at all. So I took it up and the lady said, oh, you can have it for £1. So I got that for £1. It's a little bit beaten up, you know, but for £1, what do you want? You know, it's got all of the paperwork. I mean, I keep my receipts from charity shops when I buy them. But yeah, it's got like all of the like paperwork and stuff with it, and the cartridges in there. So yeah, for £1, you know. I actually got this game already installed when I picked up my 2DS XL, so it was already like installed on the game, so I don't need the cartridge. But for £1, nice little story behind it as well, why not? So just quickly, something I've been watching, Clint recommended Point Break, and I had a few mates recommend this like 20 years ago as well, and said, oh yeah, it's brilliant. Unfortunately, the disc was a little bit, well, I'll show you. Basically, it's knackered, you know, so I'll probably have to throw this away. But just in the centre there, it was like a bit burnt and a bit like worn away. I think it does happen to DVDs over time. So yeah, it skipped quite badly. I got the gist of the story pretty much, but I probably missed the odd, you know, 3-4 minutes in about 3 scenes, which is a bit of a shame because I was at home alone on a Friday night this month, and yeah, just watched it. For the most part though, yeah, pretty cool film. Yeah, you know, it was all right. It was okay. If I'd have watched it back in the day, I'd probably have liked it a bit more. But yeah, it was all right. I probably, because I watched, was it Roadhouse the month before? I really enjoyed Roadhouse. That was a really cool 80s sort of film. So I probably preferred that. But that was very good as well. Right. Actually, while we're talking about stuff watching and played, so I don't even see there, I've packed the case away, so I can't just hold the case up, because a lot of my stuff is in storage at the minute with the, you know, the impending house move. We're getting some views on the house now, which is good. But yeah, this is the new Zelda game. I don't know if you can see there. And although I am stood in a village or something there, I actually did get this finished with only, you can see, that many hearts. So what's that? Maybe like 10 hearts. So I just, yeah, played it. I had a week off in August. Mrs. went away, so I was pretty much just at home with some time on my hands. So yeah, just one of the kids said, oh, can you give us a hand on this? I was like, yeah. And did whatever they were trying to do, some puzzle or something. And they were like, Dad, can we have it back? No. So yeah, I just got really sucked into it. It was Retro Red Steve, to be fair, that sort of said, he had tweeted that it was a really good game. I'd sort of planned to play it maybe nearer Christmas. I played some other games in over the last couple of weeks, and I just finished them, everything aligned. So, you know, I threw it on, and yeah, it was brilliant. Absolutely phenomenal game. I was really pleased to finish the game. It was a great storyline, and the ending, I won't spoil it, was brilliant. And I was quite relieved as well. I was really happy, but quite relieved to finish it as well. I must have had probably 8 or 9 attempts on that last boss, maybe more, maybe a dozen attempts on the final boss, and he's got multiple stages. And yeah, trying to do it with like 10 hearts was quite frustrating. And you can't just fast travel back. So I had to make the journey to stock up on a particular item, and you have to do the whole journey, you know, underground back to him again. So yeah, that was a bit of a nightmare, but thoroughly enjoyable. Definitely give the new Zelda game, Tears of the Kingdom, a crack if you like. I'll tell you what reminded me of. It reminded me of playing Super Nintendo again for the very first time. That's how good it was. It will probably win Game of the Year. It was brilliant. Right, anyway, on to more pickups. Not enough waffle. So, what else did I pick up? So we picked up a copy of John Wick Hex. I got the, I forget which website I got it from, but my buddy Revo in France, he messaged me out of the blue and he was like, "Hello mate, can you buy me a couple of copies of this from this website?" And it was a website I'd used before. I think he was after, what did I buy him? Not Hollow Knight. Shovel Knight. So he wanted Shovel Knight on the Xbox, and I said, yeah, no worries, I'll get it for you, we'll sort something out. And they had this for like £8 as well. So, and who doesn't like John Wick? I don't think I'll play it. My lad might, he quite enjoyed the films. So, so yeah, I think it's like a turn-based strategy, top-down, puzzle type thingy. It's not really my sort of thing, but one for the collection for sure. For £8, why not? And then we also got, so I'll show you, where is it? So I got, there it is. So I picked up Outrun 2006 Coast to Coast, and I also picked up Outrun 2. So one's on the Xbox. The guy said that the disc he didn't think worked, or he couldn't get it to work. So I'm just going to give it a clean. Maybe I'm just hoping maybe his laser within his Xbox wasn't working. Maybe, I don't know. But I paid like literally like a couple of quid or something. So you know, why not? And I think it's like, yeah, it's complete in box. The disc, I mean, it looks fine. You know, it literally looks fine. So I will give it a go when I get the Xbox back out of the loft next, which might be forever. Probably won't be when I get moved eventually. And then I thought, well, I do want a copy to play now. I believe the Coast to Coast version is better. I only played this for the first time. First time I remember playing it, should I say. I might have played it years ago, I can't remember. But that was on the arcade with my buddy Kev last year. And I absolutely loved it. And I was like, oh, it's on console, I'll get a copy. And then I watched the Sega guys, Dan and his mate, do a video on it. And I was like, right, you know, no messing about now, I need to get a copy. So I've got some free time tomorrow. I'm going to put the PSP on charge and this bad boy's coming with me. So, so yeah, dead chuffed. Right. I can't remember if I showed these off in the last video. If I did, apologies, I can't remember doing. But I picked up another copy of Black and White. I definitely own a copy, but I think I've got the white copy. And I thought, oh, I'll get the black one. We went to a, it was literally a tip, you know, a public tip, where, you know, a dump, if you like, where you just dump your rubbish. But this particular tip, they've got like, it's like a little shop that you can walk into. They've like converted almost like a couple of shipping containers. And we walked in and gathered a few bits up, a couple of toys for the kids. And I picked this up, and I also picked up Kill Bill 1, Volume 1, because my lad wanted to watch it. And yeah, and the guy said, oh, have you got those as well? And it was this and Kill Bill 1. He went, oh, you can have them. So I got given that for nothing by the bloke. What a nice bloke. And I think it's, yeah, so that's complete in box as well. And I had such a laugh playing this back in the day with my mates. So I was quite pleased to get the black version as well. Like I say, I've got the white one in the loft somewhere. And then I also picked up Super Mario Bros. Wii. Got it for absolute peanuts, again, in a charity shop. I think I picked this up, I must have shown this in a video previously, because absolutely ages ago I picked this up. And again, it's complete in box, it's got everything in there. I remember I got quite ill in, blimey, 2015, and I bought a copy while I was bedridden to play, and then I sold all of my collection because we emigrated to America. So you just sell everything. And we ended up moving back to England, obviously. So it's quite nice to get this one back in the collection, to be fair. Right, so I also got a Mega Drive game. This was from my buddy Martin. Now, Martin runs the Mega Drive Challenge, the Retro Martin. You might know him better as. Really nice bloke. And he had messaged me to say, oh, I'm getting a bundle, but I've already got Aladdin. Would you like a copy? But I don't think it's in great condition, which doesn't bother me. None of my games are in mint. Well, some of them are, but none of them really. I'm not really bothered about condition. Certainly because I do plan to play them all. Not played this yet. I do need to make time. But I think it's in okay condition. He'd sort of mentioned like there's some rubbing on the stuff up the top of the box there, but it's fine for me. That there's a corner missing out of the. I don't know if you can see it there in the case. But it's great. I'm absolutely stoked with it. It's got a manual. There's some dog earring there on the manual, but it's great for me. So it's complete in box. And I've heard so much. He wrote me quite a nice note as well, so I always keep the notes with my games. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to give it a go. I might even do a separate video on the gameplay, because I've never played the Mega Drive version. I've only played the Master System version very briefly. So yeah, I believe it's an absolute belter. I did see a remade collector's edition type thing made by Zavi, and I'd nearly bought that, but yeah, to get given this by a mate, absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much, buddy. Really, really appreciate it. Thanks. So I think all that's left now is Master System stuff. Before I get into Master System stuff, just super quick, I'm going to show you a bit about what I've been playing, and I'll start off at the beginning of the month and what I played through August. I hadn't really been playing tons of stuff this year. I've just been mega busy. And then what I have been playing, I've been playing tons of retro, tons of like Master System and Mega Drive, to be honest. So I wanted to play a bit more PS5 over the last sort of month or so. So I started off playing Moonscars. Brilliant game. Very, very difficult boss battles. Definitely not for the faint-hearted, but a Metroidvania and really beautiful pixel art as well. I know the case is quite dark there, so I'll hold it a bit closer. You do get some other little bits with it in there, like you get a downloadable soundtrack, and there's a map as well, just there. I'm not going to open it all up. I think I did a YouTube short on it, so do check that out if you're curious. But yeah, it was about 20-25 quid, and yeah, finished it. I was relieved to finish it. It was tough, really tough. I then also bought, from Humble Games, Ghost Song, and I've been talking with the guy. What's his name? I can't remember. Might be Andrew. Might not be Andrew, actually. Anyway, I can't remember. And the guy that made it on Twitter. Really nice bloke. And this was a brilliant game as well. Really good. Quite short. I did it in about 12, 14 hours, something like that. But again, Metroidvania. Lots of travel. Again, there's a map that you get with it, which is really cool in physicals these days. I think I mentioned in a previous video I ordered... Was it the Mortal Kombat and Mortal Kombat, is it 11 and movie combined, and Amazon delivered it to a post office at like 6 o'clock at night when it would have been closed. So I kicked off a bit of a stink, and they gave me a £5 voucher, and I had a £5 voucher already for something, I can't remember. So I ended up getting that for about 11 quid or something. So yeah, dead chuffed with that. Completed it. Quite a tough end boss battle, but very, very good. Yeah, really enjoyed that one. Really nice music as well. And then again, while I was off a few days ago, a couple of weeks ago, I also managed to finish Little Nightmares. What a brilliant, brilliant game. Again, quite short. I finished it in 7-8 hours, maybe, something like that. But and I'm not brilliant with puzzles. I had started it on the Nintendo Switch years ago, and I just never came back to it. So I've got it on this. I picked it up in a previous video a few weeks ago in Darwin for a £5, part of buy two get the third free, you know, 3 for 2. And yeah, I just got round to finishing it, and my lad had given me his copy of Little Nightmares 2, God bless him, so now I can jump on to Little Nightmares 2 at some point. So I also picked up Blasphemous 2. I got 2 copies because I absolutely love the first game. I think you guys all know that already. So yeah, picked up both of these. Just need to give it more time really. But yeah, already played it a bit and it's brilliant. But yeah, Blasphemous 2. Right, okay, onto the Master System. So I'll try to go through what I bought. I picked up a copy of, I'll just check it is that one, yeah. So I picked up a copy of Golden Axe. I think one of the guys on the forum, might have been Kev, on the group, sorry, that I'm in, tagged me on this. And it just had some coffee mug stains on the manual, but it's the US copy. You can tell, of course, because it's portrait, not landscape manuals. And of course, on the back, it's got the San Francisco address just down there. So it's another US game. I might do a separate video on all of my US games that I've got now. I don't know. I did one recently, last week I think it was, on my Brazilian collection, which quite a few people seem to enjoy. So yeah, another US one. I'm definitely not going for a US set or anything stupid, but I do have quite a few now. It was really cheap, so I was confident I could get the coffee stains out with some isopropyl. I can't. So just have to get on with it. But yeah, only paid peanuts. Why not? And then I picked up a copy of Afterburner. I've got a plan for this, so I'm going to use it for something else. But it was a really mint clean copy. It might actually be nicer than my copy, so this could be quite a nice upgrade potentially from the copy that I have on the shelf, so I'll need to just check that. But again, it's complete in box. The manual is really mint. So is the cartridge as well, to be fair. So yeah, nice copy of Afterburner, but like I say, I have a plan for that. I then was talking to my buddy Phil about some of the manuals that I need, and he basically said, oh, you know, here's a copy of one of the ones that you need, I believe. And it was Ayrton Senna's Super Monaco GP2. And it was only like about £8. And I said, oh, thanks, mate. That's actually a different variant. So even if I do buy it, it won't be the copy that I need. But I bought it anyway because I can't remember if it was a buy it now or an auction, but it went stupidly cheap. So I just bought it. And then the other variant with the manual that I was missing came up stupid cheap anyway. So I ended up buying that one for the one I have. So I ended up getting another 2 copies of Ayrton Senna's Super Monaco GP2. So, you know, why not? They were both quite cheap. And it's really fun picking up Master System games again. I don't know if I picked up any last month. I can't remember. So, so yeah. I then picked up, Phil also spotted, which I'm very grateful for, a really cheap copy of Sensible Soccer, which this is creeped up in price over the last few years to, you know, commands a solid price now. You know, I'm not really up on the prices since I've stopped, but I paid relative peanuts for this. I paid £7 or £8 for it, and it's got a really crisp manual. So again, I've got now a spare to move on, pass on, let me know if you need a copy. I just need it for the manual. So yeah, copy of Sensible Soccer. And then I also picked up a classics version of the Ottifants, which is like a bit of a weird German cartoon. So, but it's complete in box. I got it from Germany, and I needed this classics version. I needed it for ages. I did have a copy come up ages ago, but Clint wanted to go for it, so I was like, "Yep, fill your boots, buddy." And he got it for a really good deal as well. So I thought, you know what? I'll just be patient, and another one will come up. This was only about €6 in Germany, and the shipping was about €8, something like that. So I paid, you know, very little for it. What's that, like 10 or 12 quid for a classics version? And it's in really lovely condition. So really pleased to pick that up all the way from Germany. And then just to finish up on, my guys, when I was trying to be good this month, believe it or not, you know, I'm trying to move house. But a couple of the guys very helpfully tagged me in to some Spectrum games, hit squads. So I'll come a bit close, because they're only small, I'll come a bit closer to the camera. So we've got Enduro Racer, Wonder Boy, which I've been wanting for a little while, and we've also got Rastan, which is a brilliant game on the Master System, and I'll show you on the back there. It looks decent, so I'm looking forward to giving that a go, just to see how it compares to the Master System version. But yeah, I think other than that, guys, I think, touch wood, I think that's everything. That's everything I've been watching, playing and doing. The only other thing we have been watching that we finished off last week was The Sopranos, and I'd mentioned about it previously that we were watching it. Yeah, I managed to finish the whole series. Bit of an interesting ending to season 6 where it cut off. Yeah, so I think you sort of decide for yourself, don't you? You know, I won't spoil it for anybody that hasn't, you know, watched it, but yeah, you know, one of them. But what an absolutely brilliant series, you know, six series of it. We watched them all within the space of probably 2 and a bit months, I would think, and just loved it. Anyway, guys, look, I will let you go. Thank you so much for watching. If you're still stuck with the video, really appreciate it. Do give me a thumbs up, that really helps. And yeah, I will see you on the next one. Take it easy.